I'm Nicole Jones, host of Mediocre to Masterful, a podcast teaching you how to go after your goals that you've pushed to the side. This is a resource to help you be fearless with your goals and familiar with the feeling of success. This podcast includes best practices to elevate your goals in multiple areas to help you pursue mastery over your life. Welcome to the introductory episode of Mediocre to Masterful. I am happy and humbled that you have tuned into this podcast. I've recorded this episode too many times for me to count, partly because I'm trying to find my voice. And the other part is because goal setting and activation is important to me. And I want to be as real as possible because I want you to succeed. And I believe that you have the ability to achieve greatness. You deserve elevation and happiness, and you only need the tools and encouragement to get you there. Let go of the not so great parts of your life to reveal to you better opportunities. If you currently feel like you've reached a plateau in your life, that life has gotten in the way of your dreams, you have goals racked up, but you have no clue how to move forward, or maybe you've basically fessed up that you simply suck at planning. Well, you've tuned into the right podcast because the good thing is I love setting goals. I honor the process it takes to achieve them. And when I reach what I consider success, I like to find a way to help others. Those who are willing to reach that next level, I like to take a step back and offer a helping hand. And through this podcast, I can do that by helping others continue to strive for success. Now, what has also happened is I've failed at a lot of things as well. And I mean, failed to the point of like total embarrassment and in my feelings because it wasn't my time, or I didn't consider all moves, or other reasons. So some podcasts you'll hear, I'm still a work in progress with the rest of us. But what qualifies me for this platform are those wins and losses. For as long as I can remember, I have planned goals. I mean, if you go in my closet, you'll see, or, in my bookshelf, you'll see I have stacks of journals as far back as elementary school. And it's just insane how much I write. And within those pages, you'll find me talking about some snotty-nosed little boy, but you'll also find me describing my goals, dreams, and having little pep talks with myself, coaching myself to basically keep going on what it is that I wanted to achieve. Also, I'm just a regular girl approaching 30 who is always on this continued search of self-improvement. I'm a daughter to great parents, an older sister to my big-headed brother and sister, and a wife to my amazing husband. So I do not claim to be better than the next. I'm always striving to be the best version of myself most days. And when I'm not, I'm probably binge watching on Netflix. So yes, I'm uber goal oriented and success driven, but also I have some days where I just need quiet time. I do realize that goal attainment takes work. And luckily for me, I know how to activate when that is needed, which is what I will share with you throughout these segments. Finally, what kind of proves this is a great platform for me to help you and guide you through your goal development is my day job is a project manager. I'm a project manager. I help teams and multi-million-dollar corporations plan out projects that can extend for a couple of months to multi-year projects. I help plan and manage goals every single day for companies. What I will be doing with this podcast is basically transferring that same energy and dedication into your individual goal development. There will be some topics that require expert advice. They're just things I just don't have the full know-how. So I'll bring people in to kind of discuss some great tips and success stories. So you'll hear influencers and various specialties explain their stories of success and practices that can help you. Now, hear me out. I know everybody is not for everybody. The information that I want to share with you may not agree with, and that's okay. Differences in how we attain and how we attain success is what makes the journey all worth it. Yes, I would love to appeal to all walks of life, but reality would have it otherwise. So I just hope and pray that I speak to you in a way that moves your core and puts you in a path towards a positive personal shift. If not, that's okay. I just want for all listeners to find their space. That space where you are totally moved by what you read and what you hear and begin to make greater leaps towards your goals and not that of what people are trying to push on you or you feel like it's not the right path. So if your money is looking funny or you're trying to invest, if you're on a path of self-love, if you're trying to make healthy decisions, if you're trying to start a business, we will cover those topics and more in this podcast. If you can relate to that and you want to align your goals, I'm happy you're here. I'm super excited to get this started and launched and help so many people in what can be pretty difficult as far as goal planning. People have ideas on what they want to achieve, but don't necessarily know how to craft that, how to plan that out. And I'm just really excited to be able to share this podcast with you and some tips and the people that you'll hear. I've been looking forward to talking to you about how to go from mediocre to masterful. So here's to the next chapter of success. Hey there, Mediocre to Masterful is online. Visit mediocretomasterful.com to listen to our podcast or find us on iTunes. Share this episode with those you know in need of motivation. Through our site, you can join our Masterful email list to get freebies and helpful information. We're also on Instagram at Mediocre to Masterful and Twitter at M2Masterful. Thanks for listening.